Everything you think you know about America before Columbus is probably wrong. Before 1491, this land wasn't some empty wilderness. It was home to massive cities, vast trade networks, and civilizations more advanced than you've ever imagined. But something happened. Something wiped out entire cultures before Europeans even arrived. And the truth? It changes everything we thought we knew about history. When most people think of pre-Columbian America, they picture small Native American tribes scattered across the landscape, living in harmony with nature. But that's only part of the story. The reality is far more fascinating, and far more complex. Before Columbus set foot in the New World, millions of people had already built thriving civilizations across North and South America. Some cities were larger than London at the time. Some societies had democratic governments before Europe even thought of the idea, and their influence stretched far beyond what history books tell you. But here's the biggest mystery. By the time Europeans made contact, many of these civilizations had already collapsed. Their cities were abandoned. Their populations had dwindled. So what happened? The problem with the way history is taught is that it skips over one of the biggest questions. What was America actually like before 1491? And more importantly, why did these civilizations vanish? Was it disease, climate change, warfare, a combination of everything? The truth is, we're only just beginning to piece together the real story, and it's not what most people expect. To understand what happened, we need to start with the civilizations themselves, and let's begin with one of the greatest, Cahokia. Cahokia, America's forgotten metropolis. Cahokia was the largest city in what is now the United States. At its peak around the year 1050, it had a population of over 40,000 people, bigger than London at the time. It had massive earthen pyramids, complex social hierarchies, and an advanced understanding of astronomy. But then, something happened. By the 1300s, Cahokia was abandoned. Theories range from climate change and resource depletion to political instability. But whatever the reason, this American metropolis vanished long before Europeans ever set foot on the continent. The Amazon, a lost civilization beneath the jungle. Most people think of the Amazon as untouched wilderness. But what if I told you that it used to be home to millions of people? Recent discoveries have shown that the Amazon was once covered with massive cities interconnected by roads and canals. The indigenous people even created a special type of soil, terra preta, that allowed them to farm in a rainforest environment where farming shouldn't have been possible. But when Europeans arrived, these civilizations were already in decline. What happened to them? Some evidence suggests that diseases like smallpox and measles, introduced by early explorers, wiped out up to 90% of the indigenous population before Europeans even settled the land. Let's explore how the advanced civilizations of pre-Columbian America have influenced modern society. From agricultural techniques to architectural innovations, many aspects of our current world can trace their roots back to these ancient cultures. Take, for instance, the concept of urban planning. The grid-like layout of cities such as Teotihuacan and the sophisticated road systems of the Inca Empire laid the groundwork for modern urban development. Another remarkable contribution is terraced farming. This ingenious agricultural technique, perfected by the Inca, allowed them to cultivate crops on steep mountainsides. Today, terraced farming is still used in various parts of the world, proving its enduring value. But the legacy doesn't stop there. The Maya and Aztec civilizations made significant advancements in astronomy and mathematics. Their detailed calendars and understanding of celestial movements laid the foundation for future scientific discoveries. The Maya, for instance, developed the concept of zero independently, a crucial element in mathematics. Understanding their legacy helps us appreciate the richness of human history and the interconnectedness of cultures across time. These ancient civilizations were not just advanced for their time, they were pioneers whose innovations continue to benefit us today. As we uncover more about these forgotten societies, we gain a deeper understanding of how interconnected our world has always been. Their achievements remind us that progress is a collective journey, built upon the contributions of countless cultures over millennia. Reflecting on the impact of these civilizations, we see the importance of re-evaluating history to understand the true scope of their contributions. By acknowledging the influence of pre-Columbian societies, we gain a fuller picture of our shared heritage and the enduring legacy of human ingenuity. In recent years, archaeologists have made groundbreaking discoveries that shed new light on pre-Columbian America. Advanced technologies like LiDAR have revealed hidden cities beneath dense jungles and uncovered complex networks of roads and canals. These findings challenge our previous understanding and highlight the sophistication of these ancient societies. LiDAR, which stands for light detection and ranging, uses laser light to create detailed 3D maps of the ground surface, even through thick vegetation. This technology has revolutionized our ability to explore remote and inaccessible areas. For instance, in the dense jungles of Guatemala, LiDAR has uncovered vast Maya cities that were previously hidden from view. These cities include enormous pyramids, palaces, and complex urban centers, revealing a level of architectural and social complexity that was previously unimaginable. Another astonishing discovery is the extensive network of roads and canals built by the pre-Columbian civilizations. In the Amazon rainforest, LiDAR has revealed intricate systems of raised roads and causeways, suggesting a highly organized and connected society. These findings indicate that the Amazon was not just a wild, untamed jungle, but a carefully managed landscape shaped by human ingenuity. As we continue to explore and learn, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and resilience of the people who lived here long before Columbus. These revolutionary discoveries not only rewrite our understanding of pre-Columbian America, but also remind us of the enduring legacy of these ancient civilizations. They were architects, engineers, and visionaries whose achievements continue to inspire us today. The more we uncover, the more we realize how much there is still to learn about the rich and complex history of the Americas. These discoveries are just the beginning, and they open up exciting possibilities for future research and exploration. The trade networks that stretched across the continent. Another thing that gets overlooked? The trade networks that connected indigenous cultures across thousands of miles. The Mississippians, the Maya, the Inca, and countless others weren't isolated. They traded everything from copper and turquoise to macaw feathers and obsidian. Ideas, religions, and technology spread just as fast as they did in Europe or Asia. But as civilizations declined, these networks collapsed, cutting off societies from resources and allies they depended on. Here's where it gets even crazier. The biggest factor that led to the collapse of so many pre-Columbian civilizations wasn't war. It wasn't even climate change. It was something far more devastating: disease. When Columbus arrived in the Caribbean, he unknowingly set off the deadliest pandemic in human history. Smallpox, measles, and other European diseases swept across the Americas at an unimaginable rate. Some estimates say that up to 90% of the indigenous population died before they ever even saw a European face. Entire cities and civilizations crumbled without a single shot being fired. By the time European settlers arrived in North America, they weren't stepping into untouched land. They were stepping into the ruins of civilizations that had already been wiped out. So what really happened in America before 1491? The truth is, this land was never empty. It was filled with people, cities, cultures, and ideas that were just as complex and advanced as anything in Europe or Asia. But something happened, something catastrophic. An understanding that changes everything about the way we see history. If you want more eye-opening history like this, hit subscribe.